someday somebody's going to teach you to lock your door.
I've got something worth locking up. What's the occasion for the state visit?
I thought I had to talk to you.
About the trial?
More about me, I suppose, and you. Your father trusted me to look after you boys once before when he went abroad. I think I let him down.
Objection, Counselor. There's nothing you could have done to have prevented all this.
I let Mr. Peyton's interest absorb most of my time. I did neglect you. Lost touch, so to speak.
What are you trying to tell me, sir?
We have to reach a decision about whether I should or should not stay on the case. I've reached mine. I feel I shouldn't. It amounts to what's best for you, Rod. I'd like you to accept my resignation.
I see. I'm a lost cause. Or is it a sinking ship?
I suppose I deserve that. I failed you once. It's natural you should mistrust my motives. Rodney, I believe in you. But the truth is, I'm not equipped to handle a trial like this. You need the very best defense we can get for you. I spent most of my life settling cases out of court, being diplomatic, negotiating, being careful to avoid stepping on other people's toes. I'm used to fighting for money, not lives. This is quite a different kettle of fish. You're going to need a lawyer who can be very tough.
What you're telling me is this is no longer going to be a civilized weighing of the facts. It's going to get dirty now.
Not dirty in that sense. John Fowler's honest.
His witnesses aren't. How could anybody foresee that Stella Chernock would lie?
I should have anticipated that Fowler had something up his sleeve.
Oh, well, then we should suspect Rita, Norman, everybody. Anybody's capable of a lie, Mr. Dowell. I was supposed to be tried on the facts.
You will be eventually, but right now you need a lawyer who can discredit, no, destroy Stella Chernock's testimony.
Nobody's going to shake Stella. She deliberately lied so I'd go to trial because she wanted it that way. Have you told my father about this?
I want to talk to you first.
I'm interrupting?
No, I was just going. Where's your father?
He's at the inn.
What was that all about? Hey, what's up?
Mr. Dowell just quit.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
Why?
Because he doesn't think he can fight dirty enough for Stella Chernock.
You going out?
What's it look like?
Where are you going?
The hospital.
Why? To see Allison?
To see Stella.
Listen, dear, why don't we order a few more drinks? Go out and observe the local color, and perhaps after we'll get something to eat.
Stephen?
How are you, Ada?
Hot.
Same here.
Let's see, it's bourbon with water on the side. 2 cubes of ice in the water, right?
Right.
Something tells me that it's more than a dry throat that brings you in here.
I want to know about Stella Chernock.
Anything you want to know about Stella, I'd appreciate if you'd ask her.
I remember the code, Ada. I grew up on the same side of the tracks. We take care of our own, don't we? Ada, the boy died just outside your door.
Outside.
Miss?
Anything else?
I think we can do this again.
All right, 2 of the same coming up.
Miss, where can we get something to eat?
You want seafood?
Yes.
Well, if you want to rough it, try Charlie's Lobster Pots next door. If you want to sit down and be waited on, a couple of places up the other end of the wharf.
Thank you. Ada? She perjured herself.
How do you know that?
We both know it. She lied about Rodney, she could lie about Rita. With Gus, what's the relationship with him?
He's her father. She loves him, I guess.
Even after spending 20 years leading him home from places like this in the middle of the night?
Sometimes you love a person because you need their love so much. You know?
I know. What happened after she graduated from high school? Did she go right to college?
No. She worked in White River for a year.
Thought she had a scholarship.
I don't know about that, but she was working at Jackson's packing plant.
What about her private life?
Hi, Ada.
Hi, Bill.
Give me anything, huh? Just so it's cool.
My choice.
Your choice.
You know, Steve, people tell a bartender a lot of things they wouldn't tell anybody else.
I sympathize, Ada. But it's not like a doctor and his patient. It's hardly privileged information. And in a court of law.
Yeah, Bill.
Thank you, Ada.
Well, she did have a friend. An older man, some jobber from upstate New York.
What happened?
I don't know. He got tired of her, I guess, went back to his family.
All right, one more question, Ada. The night Joe died, did Stella mention Rodney at all?
No. I don't think so. I don't really remember.
Ada, you remember what every one of your customers drinks, right down to my ice cubes.
That's different. That's my line of work.
And my line of work is the truth. I've got to have it. Now try and remember. Did she mention Rodney?
No. No, she didn't.
You're positive?
I'm positive.
Well, did she seem to hold anybody responsible?
No, not exactly. She seemed to be blaming herself. Well, that is, she seemed to be trying to convince herself that she wasn't to blame.
Do you recall what she said specifically?
No, she was pretty shook up. She didn't make much sense.
Well, the last time we talked, you told me she said that Joe was a liar, a spoiler, always trying to punish her.
That's right. But she called him her puppy dog, too. Said that he loved her, but he was all mixed up.
Ada, when did Joe start to go sour?
Yeah, he was always sour.
No, I mean, when did he really start to get in trouble with the law? Was it after Stella left home?
Yeah? Yeah, I guess it was.
Thanks, Ada. I'll want to talk to Rita soon. I have to.
Hello, Stephen. Fancy meeting you here.
Revisiting the arena?
No, actually, I was about to go sailing. My own personal arena.
Heard you're a good sailor. Didn't you and your wife win the Waltham Cup last year?
Yes, we did.
She must be a pretty good mate, if you'll pardon the pun.
She pulls her weight.
I never got out of the snowbird class myself.
Well, we've got a nice little sloop here. I'll have to take you out sometime.
Fine.
The sea's a great place to think things through. Get your facts into focus.
Maybe we ought to launch a floating courtroom.
It's not a bad idea.
I'll have to admit I'm a little disappointed. I thought we put enough pressure on you to at least keep you dry dock for a while.
Well, not so far, but I have an admission to make, too. You were very skillful at the hearing. I'm afraid I underestimated you. You ever thought of working for the DA's office?
Not so far.
Well, it's nice talking with you, Stephen.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place. If you mean Stephen Corn, well, I'll still have to give that some thought. I don't want Peyton to get the idea he can push me around.
Is Stella Chernock in her office?
Yes, she is. Would you like me to tell her that you're here?
No, that won't be necessary.
Law of the jungle.
I thought you were looking for justice.
I'm trying to save a man's life.